which actually literally means entertainment. It literally means entertainment. In another place Allah Azza wa Jalla says, اعلموا أنما الحياة الدنيا لعب ولهو. Know that worldly life is nothing more than play and entertainment. So this is one way that word lahu is understood. Another way the word lahu is understood is that which keeps you busy and takes you away from something you're actually supposed to be doing. And that's exactly what entertainment is. Entertainment essentially is a waste of time. And you could be using that time for something more productive, but you basically lost that time entertaining yourself. That's the essence of the word lahu. But from it, when you come to the word ilha, it means to be distracted, to be pulled away from something. And in the verb itself is already embedded the idea that the thing that distracted you was less important, and the thing you were distracted away from was more important. That's already embedded in the word itself. Now, similarly, it's used in many places in the Quran. For instance, in Surah Al-Munafiqun, Allah warns us, Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu, la tulhikum, same verb. This is, over there it's in fi'l nahi. This is in the present tense form. La tulhikum amwalukum wa la awladukum an dhikrillah. Don't allow your money and your children to delude you, to distract you from the remembrance of Allah. So Allah is establishing a point there. When it comes to remembering Allah, then even your money and your children are less important. And they are actually distractions from remembering Allah. Actually, our money and our children should be a means by which we should remember Allah. And that lesson we will learn in this surah. How do you take what you have and that becomes a means not to forget Allah, but a means to remember Allah? That's the lesson essentially in this surah. So the surah begins with a complaint about us being, distracted, us losing the sight of things. And it concludes with a lesson that will teach us. It will teach us a profound lesson. The very things that distract us are supposed to be the things that remind us. They're supposed to be reminders. So it's a rewiring of our attitudes that's going to take place in this surah. So alhaakum, it deluded you. I'm saying it as the subject. It deluded you. What is that it? What's the subject of the verb? What is the fa'il? It's at-takathur. At-takathur is the next word in the ayah. So Allah is not saying it deluded you. He is saying at-takathur, which I'm not translating yet, deluded you. It distracted you. The word takathur in Arabic comes from the word kathra. Kathra means plenty. Like kathir means a lot. Kathir means a lot, right? So kathra, plentifulness. Allah Azza wa Jalla, and takathur, in tafa'ul, it means three things. I'd like you to, at least actually four things. And I'm going to go through all four of those meanings before we establish the full meaning of the ayah, inshallah. The first thing takathur means is the desire of having a lot. Kathir itself means a lot. At-takathur, the desire to have a lot. So the first meaning is the desire to have a lot distracted you. That's the first meaning. The desire to get a lot distracted you. You were so busy wondering, I don't have enough, I need to get more. I only have a rental, I need to buy a house. I only have an old car, I need to get a newer car. I only have this much savings, I need more savings. I only have one business, I need to establish another business. I only have this, I need more. There's always this desire of getting more and more and more. Your mind was always busy doing that, and it distracted your mind from thinking about something that was more important. That's the first meaning. The second meaning of takathur is the competing in getting a lot. So the first thing was wanting a lot for yourself. The second is competing with others in getting a lot. How come that guy got more than I did? How come he has more than I do? Man, this guy got a better job. I need to compete. I need to keep up. And this happens at the level of an individual. It happens at work. It could be in petty things. It could be like, man, you're sitting in your cubicle in your office and you got a chair, and the guy next to you got a nicer chair, and you're like, why did he get a nicer chair? Why did he get that? It's a silly thing, but you're wondering why, he's a nicer mouse. His mouse pad is cleaner. He gets the window office. I don't get the window office. This could be something so petty. There are two janitors. Their job is to clean up the building. And one of them has a shinier mop, and the other one's saying, man, his mop is nicer than mine. This urge to compete with others in what you have. Constantly comparing your car with somebody else's car, your house with somebody else's house, your clothes with somebody else's clothes, your assets, your wealth with somebody else's wealth. So this distracts you. The first thing was you want it for yourself. The second is you're competing with others. This attitude of competition between you, it keeps you busy. By the way, this attitude even takes place in social issues. They had a wedding, so how should our wedding, our family's wedding, be better than theirs? They book that hall, we should book a more expensive hall. They ruin themselves by going into debt, we should ruin ourselves even more by going into deeper debt. Right? But the idea is this competition. It's always there. It's always there. And of course, this even happens in the workplace among non-Muslims too. It's not just Muslims, of course. Allah is talking to all humanity here. Cutthroat. Who wants to get the promotion? Man, that guy better not get it. And if he gets it, why did he get it? Why did he not get it? When somebody gets promoted, it's not like you got paid less. There's still food on your table. But there's this natural urge inside the human being. It even happens among children. It even happens among children. You know, you have two kids. One of them, the teacher gave your kid a star on their paper. And the other teacher didn't give them a star. Right? Because she gives stars on some other things. So this one kid, you're sitting in the car, you're driving home with your kids, the one kid goes, I got a star. And the other one's upset. I didn't get anything. Now the fact is, whether she got a star or not, does that hurt this first child?